Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've done one of these, so today we're doing a bit of deck building. So, Vanquish Soul is super expensive, so I might as well get like another list using them. So, yeah. We'll just go ahead and put in a bunch of the key cards. We can take some of them out later if I deem it necessary. So real quick, let's see this. What does this do? Target one Vanquish Soul monster you control, special summon up to 2 Vanquish Soul monsters from your hand with different names from each other, neither of which has the same original attribute as the targeted monster. Wait, that's really trash, because if I have like Rosin and Xiaolong, I cannot summon Xiaolong off of this. Wow, okay. And then, negate their effects and return them to the hand during the end phase, so I can't even use their effects after I summon them. Cool, I guess. I mean, that honestly doesn't super matter because I probably don't have the ability to use their effects to great usage at all, except for like on summon effects like Mad Love and Rosin. Assuming I had like Pantera and then I summoned these two. Like, these two would be the only kind of cards that would do anything. Like, if I summon Mad Love, I'm not using the Dark and Earth return effect anyways. Like, I already had, like I just essentially went -2 in my hand. How do I even have the attributes to use these effects? Okay, so back to here. Then you return to the hand all cards your opponent controls that are in the same columns as the target monster, so this doesn't work on your own cards. So notably like Rock. Okay. And the monster's special summoned by this effect. Wait, what? Huh? What the hell does this mean? But negate their effects and return them to the hand during the end phase. Then you can return to the... What? So different names from each other, neither... So this happens. And then you can return to the hand all cards your opponent controls that are in the same columns as the target monster you control, and the monster special summoned by this effect. So this all happens at once. So this targets essentially 3 rows, and it's all the cards in those rows. So this affects technically back row and monsters, and it returns at once. Like after they get summoned. But also they also get returned to your hand during the end phase. And their effects are negated. What does this even mean? Oh, it's because the second effect is optional. Then you can. So if you don't do this, that you just summon 2 guys to sit on your field. Oh, that's where my confusion was. Okay, I guess. But if you use this effect, they will return, like, now. Okay, I guess. Sure. And then it returns your opponent's cards. So, return to the hand is actually somewhat useful. But not always. And notably, what's interesting about Vanquish Soul is that they have a lot of non-targeting effects, and this is also non-targeting. And then we have Calamity Caesar. When an opponent's spell, trap card, or a monster effect is activated that targets a card or cards you control, while you control a Vanquish Soul monster, negate the activation. If you do destroy that card, then you inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of one Vanquish Soul monster you control. So this is actually a little bit interesting, but it's not particularly useful. This card, for example, would be much better if instead this was like a Blackwing card and it said like if you control a Vanquish, if you control Rock of the Vanquisher or something, then you can activate this from the hand. Something goofy like that. I mean, this card is just lacking. So, cool. But what if my opponent sees me add this? Then now what? And also, this card's really bad in the mirror, just randomly. I mean, it helps, like, if your goal is to burn your opponent to death and you want to play Vanquish Soul as, like, a burn deck, maybe, you know, like Borger Burn, and then you do this, and then Snow Devil, that actually burns a lot, so, like, let's assume we go first. We Borger Burn, right? Speaking of which, I forgot to put Borger in, but Borger Burn, so that's, like, 3k burn, and then, like, let's say Vanquish Soul, Calamity Caesar burn, we'll of course use Caesar Valius, because that's the highest attack we have, I guess. Is this original attack? No, it's current attack. So if you happen to have Ratoth, I think you win. After resolving like Snow Devil for 3 attributes, that does 1.8k. And then this does 3k. And then this does 3.2k probably. And then that is like exact lethal if your opponent has 8k life points. Well, assuming you just have like Borger and Caesar Valius on the field. Sure, I guess that works, but you still need the 3 attributes to reveal in hand somehow. So assuming you have that'll be great, I guess. And then that would be lethal. Intriguing. Doesn't sound super good, but considering you actually need to control Calamity Caesar and Snow Devil. So you search both of these, or? All right. Anyway, let's not think about that too much. What is this card? Vanishing Light, Lightsworn. All right. So in terms of what we want to be doing, I think we absolutely play Dust Devil no matter what. The card that might be cut is honestly potentially Snow Devil or Continue. Like one of these two. It depends on exactly what we're pairing with Vanquish Soul. So before we pair anything, I want to throw in at least Ash Blossom Imperm. And then followed by Called By. This is like fine by me. Typically want at least like this much at the very least. This is what I would want. So still not the best. This is pretty low hand trap wise, right? We have 3 Imperms and then 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, so that is like 6 cards. So yeah, it depends on what other archetype we're mixing in with Vanquish Soul here to see if we have enough space to throw in more hand traps. So we might be able to, we might not. So let's just try Punk first. And Punk, of course, is fine because we have Earth and we also have Dark. So not the worst. And discarding a card is probably acceptable, so we'll go ahead and do this. We'll play it like that, and then we'll go this, like that. And then I want to maybe go 2 Deer Note, and then let's go this. So, And already at this stage, we are completely full, and we don't have that much space for other stuff. We are at 41 cards. I think 45, even with these hand trap ratios, is not like super bad. We could throw in some more hand traps and go to 45. That is our other option. And that is okay. So if we just do a quick hand test, I'm pretty sure we can get okay playable. Actually, now that I think about it, we didn't put in emergency teleport. Happens. Sometimes I forget. So, alright, emergency teleport. Yeah, this hand's insane. Crazy. Wow. First hand. Okay, and we have 2 copies of Deer Note, so like special summon Xiamen, and then we would well, I haven't filled out the extra deck properly yet, but special summon Xiamen, we do the combo, and then we go Deer Note and stuff, and we'll bring back Sharakusai to go into our Punk 11. So then here we'll also resolve Dragon Drive, and we'll draw 2 off of the effect of our field spell, off of our extreme session. So that's 1, 2, and no, we would not draw into these guys. We would have searched them, and they're 1 of, so no, 2 more. Okay, so we get Xiamen, Foxy Tune, so we have an Earth attribute for Rosin, so we don't have Fire. So that is the issue with Punk. Punk doesn't have Fires. But we actually have Ash Blossom Joy Spring, so we can still add Xiaolong to our hand. And we have combo simply because we have this Ash Blossom in hand, so if we were to get Max Seed, this would not be the play anymore, and instead we would opt for Madlove, and then we still end on, at the very least, Dust Devil. So if we actually did play the Counter Trap, though, that wouldn't be the absolute worst thing in the world, I think, right? But we actually do have a Dark and an Earth for Madlove's bounce effect, but I doubt there will be any monster with smaller defense than Sharakusai, so that effect would not come up. So the synergies on this aren't high enough for me to actually really want to play this deck too much. But if we grab the counter trap, that would actually help us out a little bit with stuff, just making our board not like super easy to deal with. But I mean, if we do get rid of the Sharakusai, like we special summon, I guess we can special summon the Synchro 11, so the Rising Dragon or whatever, right? Yeah, is it Rising Dragon? No, not Rising Dragon. Whatever the thing was called, the 11, then Sharakusai would no longer be on the field, and these guys, like in general, have decent defense. So then I guess after we compulse our opponent's monsters, and then if we activate Mad Love, then that actually helps, I guess. Notably, I never considered this about Mad Love, but Mad Love can technically return your extra deck monsters to the extra deck. That's intriguing. This is a psychic and not a dragon, so we can't make Dispatter with this. So that is just a little bit interesting. So obviously, just from this little experiment, the best decks we can make. So open to Telly here again. So essentially draw 2 again. Yeah, doesn't do anything here. Can we do this without normal summoning? I think no. So Foxy. Oh no, wait, we can. So we just special summon Sharakusai, and then we bring back Wagon. I mean, we won't end on the same kind of thing. We'd have to have something else in our extra deck to do than the normal punk combo, because we opened Wagon. I think that might hurt. That, or we just don't use the field spell to draw. Maybe. And then this, it's just, let's see if we can draw 2. If we have this many punk cards, actually, we can just summon Sharakusai straight up and then fuse with the stuff in our hand. So actually, we don't have to normal summon a punk. Draw 2, nothing. Draw 2. So if we threw in copies of Durandal, the consistency for the stuff would go up, and we can throw in Rhoda as well. So I have not done that. But I mean, overall, we don't have that many fires. We'll end up with like probably an Earth or a Dark in hand is what I would probably be going for here. And that does not like super help us out, does it? Let me think. If we Razin, normal, get back Razin, and then we go again. We don't have enough attributes to accomplish that much, so not super worthwhile here. So we'll go ahead and remove this. So this, these two, and I mean we could throw in more Durandal. So this, I would boldly say, is playable. Is it the best? No, not in the slightest. So one of the conditions for stuff to be playable here is obviously that we want it to preferably not take up our normal summon if possible. Otherwise, we would need a way for us to special summon Razin. It doesn't really matter where we special summon Razin from, though, to be honest. But if we had a way to special summon specifically Razin, that is more or less combo. And that could do us some good, honestly, if we could special summon Razin. So, I mean, if we didn't normal summon and we actually just did some milling, like special summon Pantera or like any Vanquish Soul somehow, we could add Razin back from the graveyard, normal summon Razin. That's not like completely out of the question. But the synergy here, as you can see, they're kind of lacking. So Punk actually has draw power, and that helped it out a bit, but it had no fires, and we didn't necessarily put in like the copies of Durandal or whatever yet, which we could have, but yeah. The synergy is not there. So Kashtira obviously has insanely good synergy, even if we only throw in the 2 copies of Fenrir and then the copy of Riseheart, and then like a copy of Raidself. But speaking of which, did you guys notice how expensive this package is, bro? This is 1, 2, 3, 4 URs. So how many URs do we actually have in our deck right now? So let's not include hand traps or like generics like held by. So it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. My deck isn't even complete yet. Well, that sucks, I guess. Well, anyways, carrying on. If you actually did play multiple copies of Madlove, that would hurt more. But anyways, let's see. I guess we can keep Fenrir, and that might help us out a little bit. Or we can remove it. Depends if I can come up with a good enough idea to pair with Vanquish Soul. Notably though, if I had a way to discard Rosin from hand, would that be helpful? Well, actually, now that I think about it, the Mech Knight combo could technically bring this back if you tried hard enough. Would it be good though? Not really. That'd be a 3-card combo. That doesn't super work. So the idea is Girsu probably, and then we can drop this into the graveyard with Barricade Borg Blocker, and then special summon back Rosin. Yeah. That's only like maybe like an idea if maybe you were trying for U-Link. Speaking of which, you know, Rock of the Vanquisher is decent for U-Link because it just has a good arrow for it and a good link rating. I mean, it's just a random thought. Now that I think about it though, Dark Fire, Dark Fire, Dark Fire. Sadly, I only have 1 copy of blue. But, I mean, if we were to do this, why would this not work? The only problem with this is, sadly, you don't have a Vanquish Soul that is level 2. But aside from that, Stake Your Soul revealing, for example, Sprite Carrot isn't that bad, right? So this works if you have a link 2. This works if you have a rank 2. This works if you have a rank 2. This works if you have a link 2. But you don't have a link 2. This is a link 1. And then there's no good targets for Sprite Elf with Sprite here. Alright, so maybe that is not the play. I'm sure there is like some build that can utilize both of these like alright. So not completely out of the question, you know, it's worth some form of consideration. So right now we're not looking for just a competitive deck. All I want is just a deck where the engine works pretty well, you know. So for example, Danger Dark World works incredibly well, although not super competitively viable. It's just mixing 2 different archetypes. So we're just looking for archetypes that can mesh well with Vanquish Soul. So before I've tried Metal Foes, and that Metal Foes deck was alright. Notably, it's interesting because actually, wait a second. Is there some way for me to put Rosin into the graveyard as part of a combo? Because now that I think about it, Promethean Princess is actually completely generic to make, requiring only 2+ effect monsters. So if I have a Rosin in the graveyard, I can technically special summon Rosin, and then I can link off like Promethean Princess off with something else. This requires a large amount of bodies, but this works, doesn't it? And specifically, we do want a more or less foolish Rosin. So is there any way to foolish burial like warrior monsters? So if this is the case, I don't even need to normal summon Rosin, which actually helps a little bit. So let me think about this. Foolish burialing warrior monsters. I guess there is Beatrice. If we have a way to make Beatrice, this is not a bad idea, honestly. So for now, we're looking for a way to make Beatrice, and then we'll throw in Ambluale, Zealantis, and this will take up some extra deck space. I think we do want 2 rock for like a kind of weird janky build like this, and we might change the ratios a bit later. So, okay, Zealantis and Ambluale, and then we want, of course, our copy of Early, however you spell this. Yeah, Early. Okay. So that takes up a lot of extra deck space, but Beatrice is not the only way we have to do this. So notably, none of these are 6s, so what can I use to get 2 6s onto the field? Sadly, I have no clue right now. I'm just thinking. You can also XYZ summon this card by sending 1 BA monster from your hand to the graveyard, then using 1 Dante monster you control as material. Following effect cannot be activated this turn, so that cannot be done that way, so we have to literally make Beatrice using 2 level 6 monsters. Wait a second. We need extra deck space, and we need... well, we want to make a rank 6. So why not do it this way? Well, give it a shot, I guess, at least. I want to test this idea, so... we could honestly lower the amount of Rosin if this works well. And we can actually maybe even cut Stake Your Soul, and that gives us actually more room to do stuff. But I mean, we probably keep Stake Your Soul and just reduce other stuff. But anyways, 1 copy of this. I believe 2 copies of this, 2 copies of this, and then 1 copy of this. And I'll worry about like ratios later, I guess. So 1 of these, and then we won't do any copies of these for the time being. So let's go 2 copies of Scar, 1 of Charge. Executor, do I want Executor necessarily? Yeah, we'll be fine without it for the time being, I guess. And then, okay, let's see what we have here to search. I mean, I guess we'll leave it be for now. We of course have like our copies of Revenant's Hound Horde and all that. So I'll consider these guys later for the time being. We'll go over 40. Okay. Pre-prep. Diviner. Herald, I believe, is something we need as well. And then we want Borreload Savage. Borreload Savage. Borreload Savage. We want Sprite Elf, I believe. As well as potentially a Baron. This is a good level for making Baron, I guess. We will avoid Cross Sheep, and then we'll grab Crystal Wing, and then Ulta Maya to Zulkin. And then to round it out, let's do Dynamondo, I suppose, is okay, maybe? Sure. Maybe we would want an IP instead, but I mean, our extra deck is super crowded at this point. Maybe we should fix this up, but I can't be bothered to right now. We have a lot going on here. So, Vendread Vanquish Soul. And then I think I'm forgetting some cards actually. Still. So let's go ahead and grab those real quick. So 1 copy of Evolution, 1 copy of Ravenous Vendread, or 2, actually. 2 is not bad. And let's real quick actually just throw these in. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 48 cards. Vendread Vanquish Soul. Okay. So, as you guys might know, I like testing on the dangers because they usually activate a lot of cards. So it helps me test with decent accuracy how many like interactions I can do against monsters. So this one here, this one, this one. Change deck. Let's go with this. I don't know the exact line, but we probably have to cut something in the deck. I think it's like probably Elf that's getting cut. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not 100% certain. So here we have Evolution, Stake Your Soul. So we didn't open good on the Vendread side, unfortunately, but here we can still do this. So I mean, this is like kind of combo, right? It's not like that good though. I mean, yeah, this doesn't end on much. So best option is probably just a Mad Love here. And then grab Dust Devil, just to have something. There's also a greedy play we could go for, but I'd rather not. So we have yet to open the Vendread stuff I wanted to see. This means simply our ratios are bad, and I can adjust that later as well. I just need to mostly test the Beatrice play. That is what I'm most interested in right now. Oh, this is just a pure Vanquish hand. That's not what I want to be testing for, please. I mean, that hand was good overall, of course. I just want to test the combo I have in mind. Game please. Crazy. I haven't even seen a single Vendread ritual in my hand, and that's just wild, I guess. Please. Cool, now I don't have the ritual spell. Alright. Very funny. Where is my copy of pre-prep? If I have a copy of pre-prep, that's just combo. I guess I have to open pre-prep, otherwise I don't have combo right now, which sucks. That's a 3 of. This isn't combo still, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. Speaking of which, these levels for the Vanquish Souls are not good for Ritual Summoning. So I just want to test it. I don't want to bother fixing the ratios yet. Game, have mercy. Just give me a copy of pre-prep, please. 1 copy of pre-prep is pretty much all I need. My god. I put in copies of pre-prep, right? I'm not going crazy. I'm pretty sure there are copies of pre-prep in this stack, right? I put 3 copies of pre-prep, right? Yeah, pre-prep. Okay, then I guess we'll keep 2 copies of this. Borger. Lower Borger by 1. For the time being, I guess we'll remove Continue. Dust Devil we can keep. Snow Devil we will keep. This stuff we can mostly keep it. Stake Your Soul is not like super good in this build. Just for the sake of testing, we'll remove Stake Your Soul. Please. Give me pre-prep. That is all I ask for. I don't care like what the rest of my hand is, just pre-prep. That. Really. So I can't even discard these cards with my Vanquish Soul stuff. And I have Caesar Valleys in that hand, great. Yeah. Finally, a copy of pre-prep. So we just have Fenrir here, so I guess we'll just Fenrir for the time being. Yeah, I don't think we need Earth as much as Fire. Fire is always, like, just typically better. Okay, and then we do pre-prep, Origin, Slayer, Vendread Evolution, I guess. Special summoning our copy of Slayer. And we're going to send a copy of Scar. Slayer. Scar. Cool. Here we can grab our copy of Charge. Nice. So here we could charge for Slayer, like that. We can test that combo, or we can test like the actual combo we have with this hand. But just for testing purposes, we'll just go ahead and send Slayer, right? I guess. And then this allows me to special summon from my deck a copy of Scar, which is what I will go for this time around. And then here we have Origin or Ravenous Vendread. I will go for this. We can send to the graveyard a card. Let's go for Battlelord. Now that I think about it, I was supposed to put 2 copies of Battlelord, I think. Maybe. Not 100% certain, but this is fine. Now we can summon back our copy of whatever. Let me think. That is a zombie boy, so if I were to Origin here, what do I do with this? I have yet to use Origin. So we can Origin, banish this, bring back this, and then we can still use Ravenous Vendread as well. Or we can Ravenous Vendread first to summon one of these guys. I think we should just Origin, banish the copy of Scar, and then make Beatrice, and then go from there. We can send Executor, or we can just banish Scar. This is fine to do, I think, right? Yeah. So we'll do this instead. We'll keep our hand card for now. So that's Slayer plus Scar. This is Beatrice. I think we might have wanted to make Beatrice later, though. I'm not 100% certain. So now we detach. I guess we can detach Slayer. And then we can send any card from our deck to the graveyard. We will go with Frozen. And then here we have Ravenous Vendread still. So utilizing this, as it happens with this hand, we have a monster, of course. So we want to special summon a guy. Doesn't super matter who, right? How does this work? 4. It wants me to use Rise Heart if I do this. 6, 7, 8. Damn, that's bad, actually. I always have to use Rise Heart no matter what. Okay, then I guess we'll just do Core because it's a body. Right? Oh wait, it's on field. I have to do Fenrir. Right. Okay. Core is still fine. We lose Fenrir, but it is what it is, I guess. And then it summons Executor. Wait, Executor? Why did it summon Executor? What? Did I click on Executor? What? Is Executor the only target I could do? Oh, that's why. Damn, that sucks. Okay, then I guess we now have to banish Slayer. So we do have the 3 bodies to at least bring back Razin right now, and we still have our normal summon. But I don't really want to go for that as our normal summon, so let's do instead these 2, I guess. Executor's a decent level at least. I don't like this that much, but alright. Do this. Core is gone. Special summoning Battle Lord. Banishing Executor. So this is funky, but now we can declare a monster type that we don't want to see anymore. So I guess we'll do Evolution. I think you just don't have targets for Evolution, that's fine. Monster effects can no longer be activated by my opponent this turn, why not? But I guess if we do it this way, we still have the Rise Heart in hand for later. Okay. We don't have another target to send off of Beatrice as it happens, so it's not like that big of a deal. So it's like these 2. I think adjustments can be made, but it looks totally decent here for the time being. So here we add one of these guys to our hand. Oh wait, I forgot to put in Bend 10, that was the issue. But this is fine. We were supposed to Bend 10 so we can grab Diviner, which we can't do here because I messed it up, right? I knew something felt off, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Hand Horde is another body. But I mean, I can't do that right now. Special Summon Razin. Add from deck to hand, Xiaolong. And here, we have Vanquish Soul combo. But not super good here, right? But actually, this destroys all other monsters in this card's column. What if I summoned Razin here to destroy Promethean Princess? Instead of going into Ambluel, we just destroyed the princess. And then we will still sit on Xiaolong the next turn anyways. That's typically how it goes. So there is that option as well. But we can still play Ambluel, I guess, because Ambluel is good because it goes into Z Atlantis, and then Z Atlantis can clear stuff. Alright, that's not bad. But we're missing a body here. Essentially, that's the issue. This is locking us right now, and there's no super good way to deal with it. So, with this hand, I'm actually just considering the best play, since how I have it set up, is I just simply Tribute Summon Xiaolong on top of the princess. As dumb as that looks. And then I guess we can just rock here. And then we'll just add this back. So another issue with Snow Devil is it will actually destroy my other monsters. So like this Beatrice will be destroyed. If I had like a Vendread guy here, it wouldn't be destroyed actually because of Origin. So Snow Devil actually works with Vendread more than expected. So for the time being, I guess we'll just go ahead and finish this. I guess you could say I messed up the combo a bit. I could have kept my normal summon and extended a little bit further, I think. And we still have one more body anyways if we wanted to summon the Hound Horde, just to summon it, right? Discarding the Slayer, summoning Hound Horde, that's another body to link summon with, if I so chose to, right? But my normal summon should have been Diviner, and then I link off Diviner with Promethean Princess actually, I think. But I don't know exactly where I messed up the line because I'm not like that good at Vendread, so I guess that's how it goes. Snow Devil. And then here, next turn, I'll show you guys what we got here. So we still have Hound Horde effect, which is fine. We don't need it. So here, we'll just do this, and then we'll activate Beatrice effect as well. So in this case, I guess, if you had something to send, it would probably be like a Snow that you would want to send, but whatever. We can send any card from our deck to the graveyard here. Nothing does a whole lot for us here. But I guess having a target would have been nice. I guess we'll just send this so we don't draw into it. That's fine. Add from your deck to your hand. So here we need Earth, I believe. No, wait, we have Earth. Wait, Earth, Dark, Fire. No, we have everything. So I guess we just grab another Dark or another Earth. I guess we can go like Pantera. So now Caesar is live. And then this detached Scar. We can Scar effect to activate Vendread or Ravenous Vendread. I'll grab Ravenous. This is live. Card destruction. This is like an issue. Can't deal with that. Alright, bye. Do I have 3 attributes now? 1, 2, 3. No, we do not. Sometimes it just do be like that. We're 1 attribute short. We don't have Earth anymore. I don't think I even have any Earth monsters left in deck because that was just Pantera and Caesar Valius. Well, whatever, man. Now that I think about it, though, I didn't even consider this, but if we do this, and then we do this, so we can add back. In this case, we'll just do Caesar. That's fine. Promethean Princess. Then we can destroy Promethean Princess if we wish. If we want to keep Promethean Princess, Princess can just summon Rosin for us, and then we can link off the Princess. And that's like fine. Normal summon this. What? Okay. Link summon. Cerberus. If we do the board wipe, because of how the sequence of the order of this effect goes, it's not like the best for us. Whatever. The summon, however, is optional. Actually, we do have Fenrir in our deck. I didn't even consider that, but whatever. Discard. Beatrice, sure. I was going to get rid of that Beatrice myself anyways. Discard 1. I don't think the Diviner is useful. Cool. Bro. Stop drawing. All of the effects on Snow Devil are optional, so I don't have to activate them, right? Target 1. Well, everything just went to shit there. Access code Talker. Cool. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Special summon, no. Destroy, yeah. Card has been destroyed. Now I can actually Xiaolong effect if I want to. It doesn't do much. Allure? No way. Oh yeah. Definitely no way indeed. Okay. Do I even have targets? I actually do. Wow. Origin. Slayer from the graveyard. Okay. And then here, I think we still have 1 Fenrir. Yeah. So, I mean, works, I guess. So, yeah. Looking fine. So, I guess I'll probably test this more in depth another day. But we're mostly just missing Ben 10 because I am dumb. Oh, whoops. Ben 10. If we wanted, we could also search Lancia, technically, because it is indeed a light fairy monster. That is humorous. But, yeah. I guess that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.